Hanaki! Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki, the one and only. I'm keeping it short today. I want to see if I like this better. Right now I don't. I feel like I need to take up more space. I feel like I need to take up more space. I feel like that wasn't enough substance. Yeah, I was about to say sustenance, but I guess that also works. Depending on your interpretation of whether you view the intro as a form of sustenance or not. Anyways. Intro now right-sized for you, know. One and only storyteller? No, I still want to include Oiran in there, I think. Storytelling isn't like a huge part of my brand. Like it is, but it isn't. Because I feel like if I start introducing myself as a storyteller a bunch, I'm gonna be locked into a certain kind of content. Still a new indie, feel free to play with that intro. The thing is, a lot of indies don't really have intros. Most of the time they're just like, hey, what's up guys, time to stream. So, I'm still in kind of a unique spot for having an intro like I do. I live as long as Yuno is talking. I am glad to breathe life into your, existence, question mark. What kind of content can we expect from an Oiran? Entertainment. That is my job. Entertainment. Saying Oiran performer may give some people the wrong idea. I mean, an idea is an idea. Brand is more associated to workshopping tropes. I mean, I do understand tropes. Whether or not I'm workshopping them, I guess, is debatable. Anyways. Point is, though, I'm still trying to workshop the intro. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do yet. But I think the other one was a bit too long. And it was hard for me to remember. I kept pausing in the middle of it. No such thing as bad publicity. Exactly. But we working on it. Comfy Oiran Oni. I still want to leave it at 1 and Oni Oiran. But I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I can add after that. I just put VTuber and then I'm like, there we go, I did it. Everyone like the long intro? Yippee! At least someone does. Someone's gotta. But anyway, hi. How are you guys? How are you doing this time zone? Whatever time zone it happens to be for you. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I slept pretty okay last night, which was great. Wasn't super productive today. At least I was not as productive as I had hoped to be. But sometimes you need a day where it's not super productive. Let it be like that. It was really gloomy weather in Onigashima, and that just makes it really hard for my energy levels. They kept dipping all over the place. Exhausted from today but vibing. I am sorry you had a tiring day, but at least now you get a chance to recover. Recharge that battery. Having some yummy dinner. Whoopee! I also had ramen for dinner. It turned out really good. Sometimes I do an okay job, and then sometimes I do a phenomenal job when it comes to making my ramen, and tonight I did really good. Yippee! Download an Infinity Nikki. Ooh, have fun. Enjoy all that fashion. How did you prepare it? I made ramen. I don't know what else to say. Ramen or instant ramen? It was instant ramen. I can't really justify getting ramen delivered to the box, you know? Did you add anything? Oh, I always add stuff. I had shin ramen, so I added a bit of corn. I added 2 eggs. And I like barely cooked the eggs because I like them kind of runny. They were poached in the broth, so it was nice flavor. And then I added mozzarella cheese because the cheese adds like a really good like top coating, and I like the stretchy of the cheese when it gets melted. And green onions. The game at 4K Ultra and ray tracing on is amazing. I love that for you. I don't really need all that. As long as it works and it looks pretty to my eyes, I don't feel like I need anything like 4K Ultra or ray tracing. I feel like that would just... I mean, it would make it look good, sure, but I feel like there is a point of excessiveness when it comes to specs. I am a simple Oni. I question your thumbnail. Why are we at a cage? Because you are trapped and you are being forced to listen to me talk. That's why. You're being held hostage and I am forcing you to listen to me ramble about things. Well, I don't really have much to talk about today, so I'm just kind of sitting here. Okay. Yeah, you're held hostage now. You're here forever. I was listening to you talk a punishment or something you wouldn't want. I never said that it's something you wouldn't want. I'm just saying that I'm holding you hostage. You're not wrong, but when you drop 3,500 on a PC because you're crazy, I mean, people have different, like, indulgences, you know? I'm here trying to drop 3K on a model. Like, clearly, I know where my priorities lie. I'm sure people have different priorities. I think it's fine. For the people who like that kind of thing, I am always happy when they get to indulge in things that they like. No, Yuno, please let me go. Yeah, good job pretending. You're doing great. You will find your $2 in the mail. Anyway. But yeah, I really didn't do much today. I was so hyper-focused on Infinity Nikki for a bit that, I kind of neglected Star Rail even though the update just came out. So today I dedicated all my time to going through the Star Rail story update and playing the like, room decoration event, the, like, party car Trailblazers bedroom decoration event. I finished it. I, like, locked in and I played for, like, several hours, and then I came out and I was like, yippee! I'm caught up again. So that was all I did. Truly. In the end, that was all I did today. But we need days like that sometimes. Solid gaming sesh? Yeah. Only problem now is that means that I haven't done my Infinity Nikki dailies, so I'm gonna have to play Nikki after stream, and we'll see how that does for my brain and the all-nighter potential. If you were in charge of a prison, I think it would be maximum security. Yeah, this is true. If I was going to hold you guys hostage, I would make sure that you could not escape. We've been locked up so long, the outside world looks scary. You've been in here less than a day. If we go by the idea that you've been locked up since I put up the thumbnail, you haven't even been up for like 12 hours yet. Please. How do you stop a fireball from escaping? If I put up a picture of my thighs in the jail cell, you won't want to leave. Is the Nikki gacha just for cosmetic purposes, or do gacha outfits have a gameplay effect? Some gacha outfits have the same effect as the ability outfits you earn through the story progression. So you can, like, swap them out with outfits that you got in the gacha. But, I think other than that, it's pretty much, like, cosmetics. Although also they have, like, higher the rarity, the higher their base stats for when you do the stylist battles. So, like, technically you can use them for the quote-unquote combat in the game, and you'll have stuff with better stats if it's higher rarity. And you can, like, level up your clothing to make it even stronger. So, like, kind of cosmetic, but kind of, like, it's good to have an arsenal for when you do the stylist battles. Because I'm sure the stylus battles will only get harder. So even your, like, lower star stuff could technically get more powerful if you're able to level it up lots. I don't like that there's so many different menus for leveling, though. I usually have this complaints with gacha games these days, because I feel like they shouldn't keep splitting leveling up into so many different screens, but me personally, I always forget where I have to go to level up my clothing, so I keep forgetting to do it. And then they have a separate menu for the Eureka items, and I just, And then there's, like, a separate item for when you want to glow up, which is kind of like evolving clothing, which gets it a different, color palette. And it's just, like, it's cool and all, but it's just too many menus. It's too many menus to navigate. Why will the red dot notice never go away? I know, right? It feels like there's always something, even after I've cleared them all out. And then the other menu for the lore, yeah. It really do be like that sometimes. But I do still like the game. I mean, this is kind of an issue that I had with ZZZ as well. I just felt like there were too many menus and too many separate things to have to worry about leveling. You get, like, locked out so fast. I mean, I don't know if that's true about ZZZ because I never finished the tutorial. But, at least for Infinity Nikki, I'm already struggling because I don't have clothes of the right aspects. And I guess I just have to level up the ones that I have, but it's still, like, so much effort and it takes so much stuff. You earn so much and you also earn so little at the same time. It's kind of crazy. But I guess that's how they get you, as expected of a free-to-play game where they want you to invest in the gacha. I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised. Being gatekept because your outfit isn't in, literally. Or because I don't have stuff that fits the aspect that I'm supposed to be competing in. Whoops, only microtransactions. It really do be like that, but especially for a game that focuses on, like, styling and character customization, it feels like it kind of makes sense that they need to rely on that model because they want it to be like you are shopping for clothes, parentheses, for your character, parentheses. But I will admit that that is, like, the one downside. To that end, going back to Star Rail was kind of refreshing because I'm still powerful enough in that game that I'm not too worried about, like, MSQ combat or even, like, post-game stuff. I'm still doing pretty good in the post-game, so I'm like, yay! That's fun for me. Back to the power fantasy. Yeah, basically. At the moment, I'm living off OMG cute girls for Infinity Nikki. I mean, that's fair. You at least get to play with Nikki, and see her be cute. Also, the Kana Hanazawa is definitely a bonus if you're playing with JP voices enabled. There are some other characters in the game that are cute, and there's an NPC who I find to be rather handsome in terms of, like, the limited male characters. But we'll never be playing any of the male characters, so I just have to watch them from afar and pray that they show up in the story. Has Yuno freed us yet? No. You're here forever, lest you forget. You will never truly be free. Cute boys, too? I think that they are cute, yeah. But I have... I mean... When it comes to fictional characters, I do have a tendency to be a little bit desperate, so, like, even though this is my first time playing a Nikki game, I see Pretty Boy and I'm just like, ooh. I wonder if there will be moments between us later. Or is that just my wishful thinking? It could go both ways. And ooh, whenever I see a pretty boy. There have been 2 boys that I have found kind of pretty so far. One has shown up twice, which I feel bodes well for me. The other one has only showed up once in this current chapter that I'm on, but he's still cute. Like, he's me your childhood friend. That's not gonna happen! In this universe, Nikki got isekai'd. She's not going to see a childhood friend here. Maybe I would have seen that if I played the other games where she was in her existing universe, but because she got isekai'd in this game, she will not run into a childhood friend. Unless it's someone who looks like her childhood friend, but is like a totally different person in this universe, I guess. But I don't know if that is even possible. But no, the boys are pretty. I also think a lot of the girls have been cute, though. Childhood friend always loses? No. Shut the fuck up. We don't talk about that here. I have faith in the childhood friends in this house. Trope denied. Yeah, but like I don't play these games expecting childhood friend types usually. I like that Nikki is an established character who doesn't have memory loss. That's a big win. But in a lot of other like gacha games, you're like always starting from a clean slate where your main protagonist has memory loss. They know nothing. They have no existing connections, and it's so you can build them through playing the game or whatever. But personally, I think it's more fun when there's a childhood friend. That's the power of a writer. You can just form a whole self-insert with whatever character you want. I know, right? Me writing fanfiction between me and this character in Infinity Nikki right now. No memory loss is a huge W for Bruno. It really is. I get why they do it in a lot of these games, but I cannot help but still find it to be a little bit lazy. So when it's not there, I'm just like, good. Good, we don't need it. So even though they put Nikki in a new situation by, like, by making her, like, go through the isekai plot, at least she didn't isekai and also end up with memory loss. Like, she and Momo are still besties and are still chillin'. As best as they can. You know, she's surprisingly positive considering she doesn't have any possible idea if she's going to be able to make it back to her original universe. She is pretty much chilling regarding that. Which... good for her, for the optimism. But it is kind of funny. Gets inverted in Azurlane. Player character knows who they are. It's trying to figure out why they're in a ship girl-filled World War II simulation. That's the plot drive. Interesting. That's kind of fun. I think Fire Emblem Heroes was kind of like that as well, where they implied that I think it's Kirin? They implied that Kirin was, like, isekai'd, like, through playing the mobile game. And they are, like, a modern-day protagonist. I believe. What was the implication? I don't fully remember. It's been forever since I picked up Fire Emblem Heroes. Uno stream, let's go, let's go! She do be streaming. She do be live. We're back at the more semi-regular frequency, I suppose. FE Heroes is isekai on overload with everyone. Well, yes, everybody else is isekai, but I'm saying that, like, specifically, they imply that the protagonist is able to summon characters from other games because of their, like, modern-day isekai, like, game mechanic becomes their power deal. I believe. Again, I don't know. I stopped before a lot of the major story updates were happening. So I have no idea. I guess it depends on the game, but I feel like for a lot of gachas, they tend to just find it easier to have your protagonist start with memory loss so that you can, like, rebuild the whole world from there. Or the isekai plus memory loss double whammy. It got so complicated, I believe it. 4-hour Nikki stream yesterday was awesome. It probably could have been longer if it wasn't for the fact that my PC was begging for death. But that's also on me for playing Nikki for, like, hours before starting stream, and then I just, like, started stream, like, in the middle of playing. Definitely on me for having played so long. Your poor PC. It's doing its best. I only stayed in because I told myself the game with Summer Tiki was so worth playing. Summer Tiki! That was forever ago, my guy. Are you sure you haven't just Stockholm Syndromed yourself? Would Star Rail, Kalis, or Stell count as memory loss? I think that does count, because there is implication within the narrative that we had memories before this, and then we were just chosen to become the vessel for the Stellaron, and through that our personalities had to be reset. including all our memories and stuff. Or, well, I guess the narrative more so is, like, we are chosen to become the vessel for the Stellaron, and then we are raised, like, with the Stellaron hunters for a while, and then we are then given memory loss and thrust onto the Herta space station after they determine that we have been taken care of well enough, I guess? Question mark? Something, something. The Stellaron hunters know more about us than we are aware. The pixie tried to float away just so you couldn't progress the game, but it didn't stop you. Well, they shouldn't have made it instantly reset when I went into a room and came back out. I think he definitely is eating computers alive. No idea how it can be played on mobile. I heard that there's, like, certain things that you can do with the mobile version of the game that lets it, like, reduce the overall load. As far as I know. I'm not fully certain, though. Someone did clip that, right? I can check right now. I don't think I checked after stream. It was timestamped, though. Somebody did timestamp when it happened. Okay, it was not clipped. It was not formally clipped unless somebody did it, like, without my knowledge and is planning to, like, upload an edited version later or something. I don't see a clip on the YouTube page that has people's clips. Clip might be in the works. Okay, there's your answer. It wasn't like a through YouTube clipping that I could see. So, I guess you'll just have to wait until an edited clip is done. But on the actual VOD, it was timestamped. So if you missed it, you can go check out the timestamp to see the whole sequence. Which I did immediately after stream. And it was so funny. Next week, Trust. Thank you, Broken Clipping. Very cool. I had to listen back to hear what my laugh sounded like, because I don't notice in the moment, because I'm in the middle of laughing. When I went back and listened, I was like, oh my god. How did they watch me? That laugh is ridiculous. I was dying, for real. It was so good, actual weeks. Lovely, but quite silly. It do be like that. I couldn't help it, though. That was just so insane. I did not understand why it was happening. I need to not think about it, or else I'm gonna start laughing again. I have to be strong. Ugh. I have to be strong. Serious mode. Serious mode, serious time. I've never laughed a day in my life. Okay. Shut up! Think of the yas. That's true. Anyway. But no, I do like Infinity Nikki so far. There's obviously, like, things I will complain about. I think that happens with most gacha. You can't, like, ever fully love a gacha and think that it is perfect. There's always things to be icked out about regarding gacha games. And I think that that is healthy. If I thought that the game was perfect and had no flaws, I feel like I would be in a much worse situation. Where you would literally never see me again because all I'm doing is playing the game and spending money. But I don't do that. Don't say anything to cause Yuno to giggle. Also, Ambrid. Yes, you are Bird. The perfect gacha is always free. Well, I mean, I think the perfect gacha is one that is really good about giving out currency. Or, like, has decent campaigns for free pulls. You can't really expect that of a game that just came out, obviously. So I'm being patient. But I am curious to see what rewards will be like in the future for this game. So, Nikkei. Why are all of you saying Nikkei? But also, you're right. I have been saying that I feel like Nikkei is a pretty perfect gacha game. You can save up a Nikkei, and you will usually be pretty set by the time a girl that you like comes out, even if it's back-to-back girls. Because the gacha is usually pretty generous. But no, it's good. The dailies feel pretty active compared to some other games where it's just pointing and clicking at stuff. It feels like there's more, like, tangible rewards, I guess. I don't know, I just think it's neat. Haven't played Nikkei yet, but I need to soon. I do recommend it. I think it's really good. I recommend it. I don't have time for it right now in between the time that I dedicate to Star Rail and now the time that I'm dedicating to Infinity Nikki. But when I was in my prime and I was playing Nikkei a lot, I really loved it. It's so good. The story is also very engaging and makes it worthwhile. If the gacha doesn't lock content behind paid characters, I'm good. I understand that. I get you, I get you. It's good that we can learn about the characters, without having to pull them. Some games don't necessarily follow that. All I've done recently in Nikkei is log in, roll until I get maiden, stare at her, log out. You know what? That's fair. And that's the beauty of it, too, is that, like, even if you haven't played for a bit, if you log in just to pull for a specific character, you usually have enough currency that is somehow built up in your gift inbox that you can probably get the character you want. I recommend Girls Frontline 2, not for Yuno, but perhaps others here. That's fair. It doesn't seem like something I would be interested in. The cleric you showed us last time looks really cute. Yes. Cute. I still had that window open. When I was setting up for this stream, I still had that window open, and I was like, that's funny. I regularly had like 70 to 90 pulls for every event so far. Yeah, exactly. It's just really easy to like earn lots of currency for pulling. It's really good that way. And again, that goes back to my point. I feel like a good gacha game should make it so that you can earn the currency. Even if it is a bit of a grind, it should be like relatively easy to grind so that you can save up for those big gachas. No problem. Have a good rest of your day. My issue is that every time I see Cleric Maiden, I can only think of Kaya. She certainly made an impression. That's for sure. Even if we take away the setting, I don't think it's smart to do 2 Hoyo-style gachas at once. Girls Frontline 2 gacha system is exactly like Hoyoverse. Ah, I see. I don't know. I haven't really spent... Well, I've spent a little bit of money in Star Rail, but usually I'm good about saving my currency for characters that I want. I might be okay in Girls Frontline, but like... eh. Again, it just doesn't seem like something that would spark my interest. We don't talk about that Kaya comment. She really has, like, taken off the limiter ever since we've gone indie. I'm very curious what her rebrand/re-debut stream is going to be like. However chaotic or not chaotic it's gonna be. She's gone bonkers. She's lost it. Wish I could play Star Rail, but for some reason walking everywhere in that game is such a chore for me for some reason. No, I kind of get what you mean. It feels like it's more limiting in its movement because the main character can't jump. I get you. Like, it feels like there's less to explore because you're always stuck on the floor. You're always stuck on the ground. And so you're limited by, like, having to go up all of these stairs all the time. You can't, like, climb the walls like you can in Genshin. Bro was born without knees. It's just like the main character just doesn't jump. It's weirder because I play ZZZ as well. I think ZZZ really tried to like make the world feel closer together. Meanwhile, I think that I don't know, I feel like Star Rail is trying to focus on like the expansiveness of the universe, but then they don't let you climb or jump, so what's the point? Is it truly expansive if I can't crawl like a little spider creature? I would say no. But anyway, Nikkei good. Other gacha should be more like Nikkei. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Will it happen anytime soon? Probably not, but I can choose to believe. Nikkei is so peak. Big agree! FGO should take notes from Shift Up. FGO is hopeless because enough people have, like, mega wailed in that game that they feel justified in their actions. FGO will never learn from any other franchise or series because they just... It has been excused. Totally playing Girls Frontline 2 when it goes on Steam. I hope you enjoy it. There's at least 2 other games that are trying to copy Nikkei with the butt perspective. Okay, but like that's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for more butts. We're looking for game mechanics. Although I won't exactly complain if there are more butts. All FGO needs to do is deploy another Rin-Face, Fey Knight, Gilgamesh, and then they'll print money, literally. What's this we? Alright, whatever, me. Me, then. Min-maxer? I love that for you. Could never be me, though. I'm in it for my favorite characters, and my favorite characters only. Current event literally has a Nikkei gameplay mode. Oh, I see. Well, that's fun. They know what's up. They know Shift Up. Ba-bum. Well, no, that's cool. Love that for them. Have you seen the Ananta trailer? What is Ananta? Ananta. Upcoming free-to-play urban open-world role-playing video game developed by the Hangzhou-based studio Naked Rain along with NetEase Montreal. Open-world RPG? I do not know that much about this. Anime GTA? Is that what it's is that what it is? Anime GTA, huh? Featuring cel-shaded anime-like aesthetics with day and night cycles, the game is set in a mystic urban open world where each city is populated with pedestrians and foes. Player can travel around the world between cities. Each city is procedurally generated by stitching multiple manually pre-designed areas such as beaches, public or amusement parks, and factories. The character can pick up cats, play mini-games, and interact with all objects in the city, especially in combat. I see you. Hoyo looking GTA. Mods, 1 purple and 9 blues on her next poll. Why do you hate me? You hate me so bad. That's so messed up. There's a lot of hype for it. Weird because I haven't heard anything about it. I follow a lot of VTubers who would probably be excited about this kind of game, and yet I've not heard anybody talking about this. Huh. I see. Used to go by Project Mugen. Oh, I see. It has some trippy parts. They showed a part where there was like a nightmare world. Oh yeah, I was reading that on the Wikipedia page. It said something about how like characters fight off against these like inner demons in like a nightmare world because they're all espers, so they all have like psychic powers, and that leads them to be you know, struggling in the brain. I think everyone was busy playing Nikki or GLF 2. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. You know what else is happening this week? The Game Awards. I didn't realize that those were happening this week. I'm gonna be in a collab during, like, the last 45 minutes of it, which is kind of a bummer, but I hope whatever portions of it I do get to see are not a bummer. I hope the parts of it I do get to watch are not too bad. I thought it was next Monday. No, it's this week. This week. Those will be the important minutes. No. No. Can't wait for the world premieres. World premiere. They didn't have that many last year. I hope they have more this year. When is it? Hold on. I was literally just looking at the page the other day. I'm bringing it up because I realized since there was an announcement that, some of the Muppets were gonna be presenters. Anyway, so don't question why I specifically saw the Muppet announcement. Thursday, December 12th, 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. Thursday. That's the one where Pekora is in a category, right? Yeah, for best, gamer? Streamer? Something like that? Muppets? Kermit is gonna be there? No, it was, oh my gosh, I always forget how to say his name. Statler? Yeah, Statler and Waldorf. They're gonna be presenters. It's gonna end so late, I know. Don't call the presenters Muppets. No! The actual Muppets are gonna be presenting! Streamer of the year? Was it content creator? I don't remember. The best Muppets? Shoot, now I gotta watch. Same. I was like... I was gonna watch anyway, just because I like watching them to meme on it with my friends, but... I was excited when I saw that they were gonna present something. I think it was content creator? Okay. If Pekora wins, I'm gonna laugh so hard. I mean... Of all the people that were on there, the only other person I recognized is Queso, so, like... I feel like she stands a good chance. I didn't recognize the other two. That'd be hilarious if they got the Muppets and I wouldn't put it past Jeff. That's what I'm literally saying. Statler and Waldorf are the ones who are going to be presenting for something. They didn't say what they'll be presenting, just that they'll be there as presenters. So they are going to present something. The Muppets are there. And they've also had Animal do, like, a live performance before, too. Isn't that the guy that could recognize fast food burgers on the dot? Yes, I think so. The other two are industry plants. Here to take down Queso and Pekora. They don't like the idea of victory. They don't want those two to win. Honestly, Queso doesn't even want to win, though. There was that one viral clip that was going around of how he was like, but these awards don't even matter. And then he was getting angry that there's always people who will be like, who? For whoever wins, which is really disrespectful to all the competitors. And like, that's a good point. I do always get kind of sad when, like, somebody wins and everybody's like, who? Who is that? It does feel quite disrespectful. But, like, I won't lie. The other two people on the list, I'm like, I don't know who they are. But I will still be happy for them if they win. But these awards literally don't mean that much. So Queso was like, I don't care if I win. You can vote for me if you want, but I don't actually care all that much. And then he wanted people to be super respectful to the other competitors, specifically Pekora, because a lot of people were angry that a VTuber was nominated. And he doesn't want people disrespecting her just because she's a VTuber. And I was like, that's surprisingly nice. Queso seems like a pretty chill guy. I haven't really watched a lot of his stuff, but the times I do see him, he's just vibing. It's crazy how in 2024 good behavior is the surprise. I know, right? Why can't we vote for Yuno? Because I didn't get nominated, buddy. The whole point of that section is that you need to be voted in a bunch to be listed as a potential recipient. Which means I guess there were enough people who really wanted Pekora to win that she got put in there. Next year then? Thanks. We'll see. If I'm somehow big enough, if I have like 80 bajillion million subscribers and followers and viewers by then, maybe. Maybe so. But that means that for that category, it has to be presented to me by a Muppet. Do you hear me, Jeff? If I get nominated, I have to get my reward from a Muppet or else it doesn't even matter. If I don't receive it from a Muppet, there's no point. Who would you want it to be? Literally any of them. I'm not even mad. I love all of the Muppets. It could be literally whoever. My crackpot theory is that Kojima asked Jeff personally to put his Oshi up for an award. Guys, they explicitly say on the pages for the awards that there is a non-biased panel. And that Jeff has literally nothing to do with the nominees. They explicitly say that everywhere. Because they know that otherwise there would be implications of bias and nepotism. So I cover it up. You can doubt it all you want, but that would actually be considered like legitimate fraud if they were lying. If Pekora wins, that means an FGO streamer wins, and I'm all in for that also. Well, I mean, your pool of FGO streamers is pretty limited. I guess that's fair. Could you please wrap it up? Okay. Well, that's my stream. Bye, everyone. Yunotsu. Good bit, everybody. Very cool. Oh, Hanaki, we're back again. Stream 2! Slamming my microphone on the ground. I thought it was Sawadi. No, we were shitposting because someone told me to wrap it up. I thought you were really gonna end. That would have been pretty funny. 2 streams in one day. Yeah, this is a 2-parter. The first part was a TV special. Now we're on to the feature-length film. Good bit, thanks. Thanks. Anyway. That was the opening short. Yeah, 48 minutes is considered the opening short. Correct. You get to say Ohanagi again. I see this as a total win. That's cute. I appreciate that energy. Need more of that, honestly. The skit. Yeah, this is the skit before the presentation of the award. Obviously. But anyways. But yeah, that's this week. I totally forgot that it was supposed to be this week. My friend told me and I was like, oh, I'll be able to watch like most of it with you, but I have to miss the last part because I have to go to a collab. I'm collaborating. And I have to be social. I get so few opportunities to do it. So I will be a good girl and I will make sure I go to the collab. I'll have to rewatch the last 45 minutes, I guess. Once I'm out of the collab, though. Do you also get a presentation from an unrelated Hollywood actor? Sure, who do you guys want? I can probably only do, like, B-list celebrities, though. Rope your collab mates into watching it? I can't! It's on someone else's channel. She's the one hosting. The ones you guys are listing are A-list! Jeff Goldblum? Okay, Jeff Goldblum is probably closer to B-list. I love the man, but he is probably closer to B-list. Good lord, Christmas is 2 weeks out. I want the year to slow down, but also 2024 has been a roller coaster. I know, right? It's literally so close, and it's scary. Christmas scary. Steven Seagal. I mean, that's also a pretty funny one. I don't know any celebrities nowadays, only VTubers and Seiyu. Why do you think I'm asking chat? Because they know more celebrities than I do. I also only know VTubers and Seiyu. But if I got a Seiyu to do a presentation as part of a bit where I could potentially win an award, I would die, so maybe it's for the best. Finally home from work. Oh, Hanaki! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do a self-collab with the other two models. They are not celebrities! Even if they were, they'd be like F-list. Paul Blart, you're so right. Where is my Paul Blart feature? When will they reveal that Paul Blart watches Yuno Hanaki on his phone in between shifts of being a mall cop? Pontapo's football tears. Stop! Do not turn her into a football. She's just a child. Not even Kevin Smith, specifically Paul Blart. Yeah, specifically Paul Blart. There's nothing wrong with this. Even during shifts. Yeah, all of the security cams are on and there's just one dedicated TV that says, that has the Yuno Hanaki stream on it. Can you get Adam Sandler? Is Adam Sandler B-list? I feel like he might still be technically A-list because his name is still pretty renowned. Anyways. Truly a question for the ages. I know, right? Get the epic Fortnite gamers guy. Are you talking about Ninja? Does he even really play Fortnite anymore, though? Like, it's the thing that he was most known for, but I feel like he doesn't even play it anymore. Predictions for Game of the Year. What were the nominees again? I have to look at the site. Hold on. Game Awards. I literally voted and my brain's just like, but I don't remember what the nominees were. Ha 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 ha. Balatro. It would be nice if Balatro won. I think that would be a very outstanding upset. Nominees. Game of the Year. Okay, so our nominees for Game of the Year were Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantasio. I mean, I haven't played any of these. In my heart of hearts, the one I've seen the most about is Astrobot. I've watched a lot of people play Astrobot, and it looks very comfy. If I had a PlayStation, I probably would be playing Astrobot, but I don't. But I think that Balatro would be a really good upset. Just because it's an indie game. And there are enough people that love it that it was nominated for Game of the Year. I just think that would be really cool. Some hope for the indie devs out there. I'll be real, I didn't play any of them. That's fair. No, I get it. That's fair. Astrobot devs got their studio closed down. They did them dirty. I know, I'm so sad. But Astrobot was such a cute game, and it was so good. From what I have seen, anyway. I watched people play it. It just looked so freaking cozy. I would have had so much fun if I had a PlayStation. But yeah, I guess of these, Astrobot would be my personal pick. I'm okay with Balatro. I think Metaphor was a cool game, but I think it's still a bit too new to really, like, get a Game of the Year award. But I feel like it's gonna be Elden Ring. The normies are gonna go crazy. Throw in literally stream equipment. No! I don't have the space to set up a PlayStation area for playing. I can't. I'd have to redo my room for that. Hoping Final Fantasy VII Rebirth wins. That would be pretty cool. I heard Sony shut down the Astrobot guys while they were focusing on Concord, so Astrobot winning would be very funny. I do think it would be very funny. And I just think that it was so wholesome, and it was such a good, like, love story for PlayStation games. I thought that was cute. So many nice, like, wholesome homages, really cool boss fights. It looked cute. And I know a lot of people really liked Balatro, so I'd be okay with Balatro too. Is what it is. Never caught any Astrobot gameplay. You should try to find people who have played it then if you can. I thought it was very cute. Team Asobi got shut down. Yeah. There were a lot of, like, major game companies that got, like, shut down or laid off this year. It's honestly a pretty bad year for gaming. Lots of people suffering. Yeah. I'd say Sony is the champion of baffling business decisions, but Microsoft exists. I think the Microsoft moves this year were way worse. Microsoft did way worse this year, I think, than Sony. Sony did fuck up, but, like, Microsoft, oh my god, they literally, like, massacred all the studios they adopted. They spent so long trying to put themselves up as this, like, we're adopting all these studios because we want to invest in creativity. We want to, like, make these small studios finally, like, see the light and, like, be recognized for the great developers they are. And then they just shut them all down when they think that they're not performing enough. What a good $69 billion investment. Yeah, narrator voice. So that was a fucking lie. It makes me so mad. Shaking my dang head. Nintendo really taking the Luigi does nothing and wins strat? Well, I mean, Nintendo is definitely staying in their own lane, but none of their games are up for Game of the Year this year. We are seeing a lot of variety, which I think is nice. Variety in studios, not so much variety in genre, because Wukong and Elden Ring are the exact same genre. But, like, I don't know. Jamboree is up there. It's up there for family games. I'm talking about Game of the Year specifically. But Jamboree is nominated for family games. Same with Princess Peach Showtime. So I have a bit of bias, and I kind of want to vote for Princess Peach because I did really like that game. The same picture. Not voting for Jamboree because they left out my boy Dry Bones. Wasn't he an unlockable character? I thought I saw someone playing with dry bones when I watched someone play Jamboree. But don't quote me on that, I don't have it. Did that Zelda game make any of the categories? I don't remember. Let me look at the categories for you guys. Actually, why don't I put up a browser window and we can just look through it together? What if we just did it together? That's so crazy. Good idea, Yuno Hanaki. Can you still vote? It looks like it. It's letting me when I click on the categories. I have to sign in though, so 1 second. Voting together, flush emoji. Okay, view all categories. And then, oh my god, the site is a bit slow. Alright. Why are you guys so embarrassed about voting together? Don't be silly. Okay. Actually, if we're gonna do this, I should probably just go to the gaming setup, because then the browser would be bigger. Oh no! Ah, I'm in the middle of everything. Ah, oh gosh. Oh geez. Oh man. My big head. There we go. We gaming today, somehow. Let me turn off the story spoilers. There's no story to be spoiling here. So anyway, here's the list of all of the things. I have to pop you guys out 1 sec. Free you from your prison temporarily. That green creature should win. I'm literally purple! I'm literally wearing the outfit that is the most purple. Green creature, my ass. Anyway. Alright, so game of the year. Again, I have a bias. So I want to vote for Astrobot. I'm gonna vote for Astrobot. I know you guys might have your preferences, but at least for this, because I already, like, rambled about why I want it to win, I'm gonna vote for Astrobot. We'll see what happens. Yippee! Next category. What's next? Best game direction. It's the exact same list! Come on, shut down our game studio. Lucky for you, I already don't have one. Okay, exact same list. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. I think for this one, I'm willing to vote for Balatro. I think Balatro had a really unique, creative vision compared to some of the other games. I will vote Balatro here. About that unbiased thing. It'd be funny if I just go through all of these and it's the same list all the way through. I know it won't be, though. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. I haven't played any of these, so my understanding of narrative is a bit, bare bones. This is just Final Fantasy retelling. Like a Dragon. I mean, my wife would like this. I was curious about Metaphor's story from, like, the bits of it that I watched. Silent Hill 2 should be there because it's just a remake. Shouldn't? Wife voting. 2 are remakes. Yeah, it is kind of messed up the 2 of them are remakes. Wife mention. Wife mention. I don't know. My personal vote would have to be for Metaphor, because it's the only one I actually know anything about story-wise. I only watched bits and pieces of my wife playing this game. Rebirth isn't exactly a remake. It's a... I mean, yeah, it's like a remaster with, like, slight changes. As far as I'm aware. But I don't care about Final Fantasy, so I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm just the wrong person to ask, to be honest with you. The narrative is a retelling. Then is that not just a remake? It's not a sequel. writing for the narrative of Rebirth was vastly expanded from previous Final Fantasy VII, as in vastly. There are major changes, so it's a remake. That's what I'm saying. It's the same story, but with major changes. That is technically still within definition of a remake. I still can't really vote for it, though, because I never played it, nor did I watch anyone play it. These are the only two I know anything about. I know more about this than this. Do it for Lynn. I mean, I'll vote it. I don't mind. You can always skip the vote. No! That's coward's play. You have to vote for everything. Even if you don't know anything about it. Best art direction. For outstanding creative and or technical achievement in artistic design. Sorry, I don't know how to read. Technical achievement in artistic design and animation. I really thought that Metaphor was, like, really, like, aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I haven't played Neva yet. I want to. I haven't played it yet. I've been saving it as a stream game. You should play Neva. I know I want to! I want to. I did really like how it looked artistically, though. But, like, this also looked really good. I thought Astrobot's art was cute. With all of the, homages to the other PlayStation titles, as I said. I can't really say these have good art direction, because for me it's just too dark and edgy. I like games that have pops of color and are, like, really vibrant. We hate bright colors here. You are the opposite of me. I love bright colors. I think I will vote Neva, though, because I remember when it showed during the last, like, game awards or, like, the last, like, game presentation I watched, I was, like, super intrigued by it. So I think I will choose Neva. I do want to play Astrobot, but only once it gets cheaper. I think it's worth the full price, but I can understand wanting to wait for a discount. It is a console game, so I feel like it makes more sense to wait for discounts for those. Okay, best score and music. For outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. Stellar Blade? That's crazy. Surprise Stellar Blade. What do you mean crazy? Well, I don't know what the music is like in Stellar Blade, actually. I vote Stellar Blade for EK rewards. I've never played Stellar Blade, so I actually don't know what its OST sounds like. Why is it literally the same 4 games every time? If a game is nominated for Game of the Year, it's usually because it has a good collection of, like, everything that makes a game great. I'll vote for Stellar Blade for Shift Up. Normally I would try to vote for Metaphor or Astrobot, but I really don't remember their music that well. But I'll vote for Stellar Blade just for the sake of Shift Up getting the recognition they deserve for Nikkei Awards. That too. Best audio design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. This is just my personal bias, but I feel like horror games have to have really good audio design in order to be a good horror game. I don't know anything about Silent Hill 2's audio design, though. It has to be Senwa's, but I don't know anything about this. Not CUD. Oh, I wasn't even gonna touch this. They want Universe. Black Ops 6 literally came out when the voting started, or not too long before. Yeah, it was not too long before. I think the criteria for the categories has to be, that it releases before the awards. I think within, like, 2 months? Or something is, like, the cutoff date. I don't fully remember. It's like up here somewhere in like the pages, but I don't remember. I click on why is it here? I don't know. In-game audio and sound design innovations. I don't know. Pew pew sounds. The pew pew sounds are just so realistic. Something something surround sound. I'm gonna vote Silent Hill too. Okay, next. Best performance awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture. Brianna White for Final Fantasy VII, Hannah Tell for Life is Strange Double Exposure, Humberly for Star Wars Outlaws, Luke Roberts for Silent Hill 2, and Melina Jergens for Senwa Saga. I'm guessing she played the lead character. Cool, I don't know any of these people. The perfect example of who? I mean, I'm sure they all did great in their voice acting. I do know at least that, like, for games like this, and probably for something like Life is Strange, there's probably a lot of emotional acting involved. Brianna is Aerith? Okay. They should have shown their character. Well, I guess since it is supposed to be recognition for the actor. Brianna is Aerith? Okay. I don't play any of these games, so I don't really know what their acting sounded like. People that plays in JP, me, I'm people. Roll a die. I just picked a game I knew something about, that's fair. I guess in that case, the one I know the most about would be Final Fantasy, so I guess we'll do that. Congratulations, Aerith. Wonder if Luke Roberts voiced Pyramid Head? That'd be funny. Okay, innovation and accessibility. Recognizing software and our hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played by and enjoyed by an even wider audience. I wish it would tell me what they did to, like, be an innovation and accessibility, besides just listing the games. Get Veilguard out of here. Pushing the medium, it's all sequels. Well, it's like, the point is that this is features that, like, allow people who normally can't play these kinds of games to play them. I guess the best example I could think of is be like adding an easy mode or like a story enjoyer mode for people who don't really care about combat and just want to experience plot. Things like that. Wii Sports over any of these games. Accessibility options in my mind. This means like color blindness or such. I mean that too. Also, like, probably some form of captioning, like in-depth captions for people who are hard of hearing. But again, I wish I knew specifically what the examples of these were, because I don't feel like this is a easy category to vote for unless you played the game and saw it. Gotta give this one to Balatro. I don't know. I guess I'll just vote Star Wars, I don't care. Call of Duty, I believe, has a one-hand mode for a button layout for people with trouble with one arm. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's fair. Anyway, I already voted. Games for impact. For a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Ah, the Yuno Core category. Ah, the Yuno Core category. So Paltrow. Where's Concord? Not listed. Why are you guys saying Balatro? It's not thought-provoking just because you have to have strategy. Did you play any of these Unicore games? No. Genshin literally has impacted the name. I guess Neva is probably the closest option, because it's the one I want to play. These are the mainstream Yuno core, that's fair. Best ongoing, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Anyway. Anyway. My friends really like this game, but they also really hate this game. So that's why I laughed. Destiny is still alive. Exactly. Every Destiny player really is that way. Exactly. They tried to get me to play it, and I was like, I kind of understand the appeal, but also that looks miserable, and they're like, I know, right? There was like a baby tutorial mission when I was still trying to play in single player mode that I kept fucking up because I didn't know how to jump, so I gave up. Destiny sucks. Anyways. Unironically, Fortnite. I don't mind voting Fortnite for this one. How do you mess up jumping? Very easily when you're me. Fortnite has Miku soon? Oh, in that case, I have to vote for Fortnite because they finally listened and are adding the queen to the game. Hatsune Miku. Best community support. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates and patches. Didn't they have, like, a big controversy about how something got, like, messed up? Or, like, needed to change, like, majorly? Community support. You can't vote Balatro for everything! No Man's Sky? Didn't that also have a bit of controversy? No Man's Sky has literally been making some insane DLC for free? I guess it's probably between Baldur's Gate and No Man's Sky, but if it's inclusive of social media activity, maybe Baldur's Gate. Because I think Baldur's Gate has been a little bit more active on their social media and their responsiveness compared to No Man's Sky. Baldur's Gate for Remainer reasons, fair enough. Bald Gate. Consider this Hatsune Miku. Okay, but maybe this is the cue that Larian needs to add Hatsune Miku to Baldur's Gate. Make her a companion. Come on. Load, you can do it. There we go. Best independent game, well, I know what you guys want to pick. I already know what you guys want to pick. Yeah, Lorelei. Lorelei is actually on the list of games I want to play because it's made by the same people that made another game that I really like, which is Sayonara Wild Hearts. I want to play this. I want to play this too. I want to play these two. Anyway, indie game category is also Yuno Core. I want to play these two. UFO 50? I honestly don't know anything about UFO 50. UFO 50 would be my pick if Balatro wasn't there. Interesting. I don't know anything about this game. But good to know, I guess. Vote Cave Story. It's not here! I want to vote for my goats at Simigo, but I will be realistic and vote for Balatro. I will be realistic. I've heard Animal Well is also really good. Best debut indie game? It's gotta be Balatro again, doesn't it? Like, they slayed so hard that they're up for Game of the Year. It's gotta be Balatro again. The heck is Pacific Drive? I have no idea. Driving game, I would assume? Driving simulator? Best mobile game. This game's barely been out a month! I hate voting. Wuwa also. Pokemon, duh. I would honestly be surprised if this won. I feel like besides the fact that you can pull card packs, it's kind of boring. I love Wuwa. Where's Tower of Fantasy? Dead. Where it belongs. In the grave. I'm joking. I actually did really like Tower of Fantasy for quite a while, but, it did flop eventually. What happened to that game? Died. Added too many things to paid gacha, and paid gacha exclusively. Got ridiculous. Made me mad, basically. They limited, like, everything good behind paid gachas. Including cosmetics. All their cosmetics are behind the paid gacha only. And the rates were abysmal. Tower of pay-to-play, exactly. Are you voting Balatro again? I mean, I hear really good things about AFK Journey, actually. I don't know if I'd vote Uwa. I stopped playing it. I kind of, like, lost my interest. I was starting to get, like, level and skill gated because of skill issues, and I didn't like it anymore. Same issue I had with Genshin. This was just not interesting. I couldn't even get through the tutorial. Let in Shambles? I mean, who knows? It might win. Haven't played any of them, but I assume Wuwa will win. I mean, probably. Wuwa didn't deserve to be there to begin with that abysmal launch. Well, I feel like they kind of picked it up, though. Allegedly, it seems to have picked up and people like it again. I don't know. I gave Balatro too many categories. I'm gonna vote, the game with the cutest girls. You need to stop. I'm gonna vote Wuwa just to see what happens. I think it'd be funny. Best VR. Oh boy, experiences I don't care about. Any car games on motorcycles, i.e. Peak? No. I'm just gonna vote Batman for this. There's a Batman VR? Yes. Batman is usually VR. For some reason, there's a lot of Batman experiences for VR stuff. Best action game. For the best game in the action genre, focus primarily on combat. Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, Warhammer 40k. Listen, I need 300 gems. At least you're honest. At least you're honest if that's what you want. Monkey. Please, gems. I wish Helldivers would not have fumbled the bag with the Sony debacle. Honestly, that was pretty bad. This could be the difference between you getting Winter Guillotine or not. You're right. You're right. I guess that's fair. I don't really know what its combat is like, though. I've seen people play Helldivers. I've watched a couple people play Black Myth Wukong. I have not seen any footage of these three. Stellar Blade cause woman. You know what? That's fair. We need more women in action games. We need more women. I vote woman. Best action adventure. For the best action adventure game combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Astrobot, Prince of Persia, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Not Outlaws. Astrobot, smile. Honestly, I would probably pick Astrobot. Zelda made it, yeah, in this singular category. I don't know if she'll win, though. I haven't really seen that many people playing it. How is Silent Hill Adventure? That's depression. Action adventure, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Silent Hill 2 is probably in here because of the fact you have to solve puzzles to progress. And then there's occasional combat. That Prince of Persia was supposedly amazing, but no one heard about it because Ubisoft did no advertisement. Yeah. I think I remember seeing like a trailer or two for it, but I wasn't super interested. But good to know that it did kind of okay for the people who did play it. Anyway, Astrobot. That's my little guy. Best RPG. For the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Like a Dragon, Metaphor, ReFantazio. Wow. New game entered the chat. You know, no Tails. Tails is like never gonna make it into one of these. That makes me sad. Although I think Arise actually did pretty well the year that it came out, if I remember correctly. I don't think it was Game of the Year material, but I remember that it actually got nominated for a few things, which was definitely new for a Tales game. I'm gonna make you guys mad and vote Metaphor just because I don't really care about Elden Ring. Best fighting. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. Closing the stream right now. Okay, bye. Dragon Ball, Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Marvel vs. Capcom, Multiverses, and Tekken. It's okay, I'll vote Elden Ring. DLC shouldn't count? Tekken 8. Play. My brain says Tekken, but my heart says Grand Blue. Marvel vs. Capcom is literally all the old games, and it's so much better than everything else here. I guess, yeah, for the chance to play the old classic games. You can play a bear in Tekken. Well, you could play a bear in a lot of, like, anime fighting games. Or, like, a bear-adjacent creature. I don't know. I guess if it was me, I'd probably pick Grand Blue. But I've never actually played the Grand Blue fighting game. Apparently it is super baby mode. What, Grand Blue? You should try the Grand Blue Fighter, it's pretty fun. So I have heard. I wanted to play the Grand Blue RPG too, but I never got around to it when it released. Please heal with Grand Blue or Tekken, or please do a Dragon Ball. I'm sorry, Charlotte. I do not care about Dragon Ball and I never will. I'm voting Grand Blue. I'm sorry, Charlotte. Best family. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. Here's all the Nintendo nominations. I wonder what she'll pick, guys. I just have no idea. There's just so many options. It's just really hard to tell. Oh, it's just so crazy. Really hard to tell what she would ever pick. It's so crazy. Best sim strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. I've wondered about Unicorn Overlord. I wonder if I would like it. I'm kind of intrigued because anime art style, but other than that... Unicorn Overlord I heard was amazing. Well, it looks like we all agree that we should vote for it, so... Maybe this is a sign I should play it. Maybe we'll get a stream of it someday. Best sports. I'm just gonna vote WWE because this is the funniest game on the planet ever made. WWE game is my beloved. Based. The content that comes out of WWE games, I love them. Best multiplayer. Outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Call of Duty Black Ops, Helldivers 2, Super Mario Party, Tekken, Warhammer. You can't vote seriously for this unless you're only playing couch co-op, because Nintendo Online still sucks booty cheek. And we're still waiting for the Switch 2. Do you think they'll fix it by the time the Switch 2 comes out? I doubt it. So anyway, automatic X. Nintendo stinky. It will somehow get worse, that's fair. Helldivers 2 never worked for me, then they killed the game. Oh, that's so messed up. Never imagined you would say that. Look, I like Nintendo, but I don't like Nintendo for its online. I don't like Nintendo Online at all. I like Nintendo games for the solo player experience. And then, like, the very limited it relies on me internet. Other than that, no. Helldivers 2 is actually amazing multiplayer. I believe you. The times I've seen it. That I can understand, it's the booty cheek part. That's what I say when I don't want to say it sucks ass. I say booty cheek to make it sound even more ridiculous. So Call of Duty? No. Not Call of Duty. I think I'd probably vote Helldivers. I don't know enough about Tekken's online experience to vote properly, but I've seen people play Helldivers and it's looked pretty smooth, so I guess I'll go Helldivers. Best adaptation. Bleh! Media tie-in category. Bleh! Bleh! Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. Yeah, whatever, Knuckles. You know Arcane is winning? I know Arcane's gonna win, but that won't stop me from voting for Knuckles. I need my boy to get some modicum of success, even if he won't. I didn't watch the Fallout series. I didn't watch literally any of those other things. So, for me, it is Knuckles. Most anticipated game. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. We went from a dumb category to a dumber category. What? People are allowed to be hyped for games that aren't out yet with no intended release date. The meme is GTA 6. That's true. The meme is GTA 6. Although I do think that the other biggest hype game is Monster Hunter. Oh, I didn't realize in Death Stranding 2 he's holding, like, an actual, like, bigger baby. Did he free the baby from its prison? I don't know enough about Death Stranding to be sure. Anyways. 7 years we've waited for Metroid. I mean, how long have people been waiting for GTA 6? It just grew up, but it's out of the containment. The baby's out of containment, though. The stuff that I know about Death Stranding is that the baby is trapped in, like, that green vat on his chest. And that he doesn't want to dispose of the baby. So our babies may exit the mother. For its birthday, it can come out for a couple hours. Wow, a dream come true. I personally have seen more people hyped about Monster Hunter, so I'm gonna vote Monster Hunter. Sorry, Metroid lovers. Here it is. Content Creator of the Year. Or a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2024. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if Queso won. The fact that Pekra is here is really cute. I wish they chose a better picture for her, or like zoomed her in a little bit. These are all such like zoomed in pictures of these respective guys, and then Pekora is like super far away. Pekora, please come closer to the camera. Pekora, please zoom in. The one on the right, so this one. Woman standing. She really is like woman standing core, but at least she's also smiling about it. It's biased against her, so true. Understand there were no translators. It can't have been that hard to find someone who could get a proper picture of Usada Pekora. The other one further on the right, the Black Void. Me too. I would vote for Black Void as well if I could. In the end, the Void is the greatest content creator because there is nothing and everything all at once. Further right? But chat, that's you! But chat, you're up there! I can't vote for you guys! That's biased! But chat, that's you! Voyage-chan, my all-consuming Oshi. Same. Relatable. Anyways. I admit I'm not really a Pekora watcher. I do respect what she has done and, like, the impact she's had, which is part of the... Sorry, my scroll wheel's being annoying. That is part of the category. Important and positive impact. Key overlay us over Pekora. You want me to move the chat so that you guys are on top of her? So that it's like I'm voting for her? That'd be funny. Honestly, though, I don't watch any of them. Same. I've seen Queso in passing. I have not seen anything from these three. Ever. Can we appreciate Queso's photos outside of Waffle House? I do think that's pretty iconic. Vote Pekora so Hernando gets a discount. It's not gonna get a discount. If anything, they're just going to restock it. And be like, hey, this thing for full price is available for you to buy again. But it'll sell out in 3 days. Yeah, whatever. It'll be funny if people, like, actually see the Pekora winning. Queso versus Pekora in the PvP zone. I really would love to see them collab if it wasn't for the language barrier. I think they'd be pretty funny as a pair because they're both really chaotic. Best esports game. Ugh. I've never heard of esports in my life. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Whatever. Valorant, I guess. Best esports athlete. I don't know who these people are. That's a lie, actually. I know who this is because people, like, talk about him all the time on social media. So I recognize his face and I know his name. I don't know what he did, though. I have a feeling he's probably going to win because of that. My league streamer, Yuno Hanaki. What parallel universe did you pop out of? That's like fucking opposite day land. Best esports team. Which one is Faker on? T1? T1? Okay, that's the one we're voting for then. It only makes sense. Thank you, gamers. Player's Choice. What is your favorite game of the year? Player's Voice is a 100% fan-voted award across 3 rounds. The winner will be announced on December 12th. When will you cease? When will you cease? Stop this. Where my card game? I don't know. It must have failed out of the previous rounds. How does Genshin still make it? Brute force. Vote botting? I don't know. Elden Ring? I don't know. I think I'd rather choose Wukong. Of these options, I'd rather choose Wukong. Even if I never played it. If we're going based off of things I've played, I would have to vote this, but, like, I don't agree that it should be here. Surprised Duo was popular enough to make it here. I mean, people were really excited for Wuthering Waves. Even if it had a disappointing launch, people had been super hyped for this game for a while. So I get it. I love 2 Hoyo games are on here, and Star Rail isn't, even though it's the best one. I mean, I agree. I think Star Rail is peak, but I think most people do not agree because it is, like, different. Wukong looks like Kaya? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What? That's a crazy statement. That is terrible. That's crazy! Both are monkey? Huh? She's not that monkey. That took me out. What? That is the most context-dependent comment ever typed. I cannot believe this. She do be kind of monkey. Mods turn him into a balloon and send him through a entire monkey. If anything, Kaya looks more like a Genshin character. Kaya looks like Rappa from Star Rail. I've been meaning to ask her if she will cover Rappa's character song for me, the one that Rael did. I want her to sing that. She'd sound really good. Anyways. Ever since Rappa was announced, I was like, Kaya? Literally Kaya? How did this happen? Anyway, I'm waiting for the Yuno lookalike. Taps my watch. Rappa is linked to monkeys, so I'm right. Okay, that's the biggest reach. Anyways. I'm voting for Wukong. Because I don't think any of these other ones should win. Oh, do I have to click another button? I guess. Yay! We voted. Good job, team. Yippee! Exercise your right to vote. You know, look like you're supposed to lose on these choices. That would make me laugh. If Scarecrow somehow made it into one of these polls for something or anything, I would giggle. I would chortle. And then I'd have to vote for him because he's me. He's literally me. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I have to pull up a picture of Scarecrow. I've done this once before, but I'll do it again. Have you seen this man? Look at him and then look at me. Hold on, I'll make it more obvious. Look at him and then look at me. They're the same picture. They're the same picture. He and I. I see the resemblance. I expected a real Scarecrow. No, that's just his name. Well, it's his, like, alias, I guess. Because he's, like, the super secret cyber hacker, so he needs to use an alias to disguise himself. Disguise his real name. You're still cuter. Aw, thanks. Aw, thanks. That's why you want Bustafellas to that much? I need to see me in the sequel. Yes, correct. Sure. Is this some Oni magic gender bending? No, this was literally an accident. I've told the story before, but originally I had green eyes. I asked to make them purple because I thought it would pop more and match the tattoo. End of story. I didn't really need to change anything else. And then I was like looking at Bustafellas' characters again, like after I had gotten like my design and stuff. And then I looked at him and I was like, wait. And then I pulled up a picture of like me, like my default images, and I was looking at it and I was like, am I not literally just him? Is this not just literally me, but a boy? And ever since then, I have not been able to change that viewpoint. And the worst thing about it, too, is that he's the shortest guy in the cast. He's, like, basically the same height as Teuta. And then also, he's the biggest dork in the cast, and he's a big fucking boy failure and can't talk to Teuta because he's bad with women, and he gets embarrassed, and then he literally shrivels up and dies, and everything he says to her is cringe. And, like, I'm just saying, that feels targeted, and is not true because I have a wife, and Scarecrow doesn't. He's a loser. 1-to-1. Shut up! All of you hate me! Took that personally. I did! Boy failure. Not a thought between those eyes. He also gets bullied by the rest of the boys in the cast, too. Tellta doesn't really bully him, but the rest of the boys do. And that also is targeted, because I also get bullied. Oh lord, he is you. There's like a whole segment in the beginning of the game where he's trying to get them to follow his house rules, and they're all just, like, putting money into this, like, beat-up scarecrow jar. He has a jar specifically for, like, you have to put money in there if you want to insult him. And instead of seeing it as a punishment, they will willingly take out money, put it in the jar, and then call him a fucking dumbass. And, like, targeted! Anyway, I'll stop rambling about him now, but this is a little freak, little creature, and he's very dumb, and I hate him. I can see Kaya doing that. She would do that to me. Anyway, we're going back to the normal screen now. We're gonna go back to the normal screen. Thank you for watching me vote for games, I guess. Also, this whole time I realized I was on the chatting screen and not the OniMon screen. So I guess we'll go to the OniMon screen now. I can take the survival fund off the screen. Why is it still here? Survival fund, go away. I have other things I'm saving for now, on top of survival fund. Text, where do you go? There you go. No more of that.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Oh! Vera, thank you for the $5! I have to refresh Steam Elements before I can see the... Stream Elements, sorry. Steam Elements? I have to refresh before I can see what the message said, but thank you. It's more than survival now? Yes, it's survival and also model and also other things. Can I get the merch still? Oh shit. I forgot that's still on here too. Sorry, hold on. That's also gone and dead. I'm not... there's no merch, sorry. There's no merch. You'll love the message? I don't know how I feel about that statement. I feel like you're lying to me, but we'll see, I guess. When will it actually refresh?
An offering. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Conrad, for the 420 tip. Hold on, I have to actually open the frickin' Stream Elements page normally. Apparently, because it hates me that much. Oh, Conrad's came through. Why did Puro's get blocked? That's messed up. Anyways. Pura with the $5. Hey guys, I found the jar. You did find the jar. I'm proud of you. And then, Conrad for the 420. Here's something for the Yuno jar, you Scarecrow looking Oni. I don't see it as an insult. I do actually really like Scarecrow, even though I clown on him. He was a cute character. He had his charms. At least compared to some of the other guys who were, like, way cooler. It's kind of nice to date someone who was totally a dork and a mega simp. He's funny like that. Viva la Japon still needs to live on. I'm not taking it away. I don't see why I would need to. Unless Sora in this, like, last month where I'm communicating with him as my manager is like, can you please get rid of that? Unless he tells me to get rid of it, then I won't. I can TP in this game. It's true. He really is literally me. It is very messed up. But also, I met Scarecrow before I became Yuno, so it was more like I am born post-Scarecrow. In a post-Scarecrow world. Sorry, Ooga Booga Viva la Japon is a production kawaii trademark. You need to desist from it. I think think it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's not a big deal. But like I said, if Sora tells me to get rid of it, I will, I guess. A horned green person dating themselves. This is just the Loki TV show. Stop! Scarecrow is not my favorite in Bustafellows, though. It's Limbo. Speaking of Bustafellows, however, the P-Cube presentation is this week. P-Cube Asia, and that's the branch that handles all their Otome releases. And my biggest fear is if they are going to announce the release date for Bustafellows 2 during the stream and it ends up being January. I don't think it will be January. I think it will be past January. If it is January, I'm dead and it's over. Because that means there are like 4 games that are coming out in January that I want to play and I will not be able to survive. So I really don't want it to be added to the list of things that will fuck me up in January. I really don't want that to happen to me. But it might. We will see what happens that day. Drone. It's not a money thing. It's more just like, why are there so many games that I want to play? I don't have enough room in my schedule to play a bunch of games. And also at that point, 3 of them would be Otome, 1 of them would be a JRPG. We'd be here forever! I mean, I guess at least Bustafellows 2 is voiced, so I wouldn't have to read it. It would just be like... I mean, I'd have to read her narration. But, like... Still. Guess we won't see you in January. Literally, I'll be gone forever. Yuno being the girl eating pancake meme, but actually... Gensou Manege, which is a game I really want because I love that artist. Hanakare, which is the next Ultimate game I promised you guys I would play and analyze, which is by the same artist who did the art for Cubipara. Tales of Graces, which is coming out at the end of January, which is also a bit of a pain because it's really close to my birthday. And then if Bustafellows 2 is added to that roster, I will actually be gone forever. I won't even come back for my birthday. You will never see me. I will truly just be gone. And I'm scared. I'm also scared of the fact that they could potentially end up releasing other Otome games that I've wanted to see localized, and then I will explode for real, for real. But I am really hyped for Graces. Speaking of presentations, there's also going to be a presentation for the 30th anniversary of the Tales series that is apparently going to be focused on anniversary projects. And I wasn't really worried about it at first. I was like, okay, they're probably just going to talk about, like, Graces and maybe tease some other things they're working on. But then they announced the guest list. And one of the seiyuu that they're bringing on is the seiyuu for Mint from Tales of Fantasia. Guys. Guys. Is Tales of Fantasia actually going to come back from the dead? Is this a sign from God? Parentheses, Bamco? There can't be any other reason why they're bringing in a Fantasia voice actor, right? Right? Like, there can't be any other reason. It has to be because they're going to do something with Fantasia. There's no way it wouldn't be. It has to be. I'm, like, desperate. I have to know. I have to be made aware. Imagine seeing Dallas in 4K. I need it. I need no items ever. Getting the indignation on Dallas. What the heck is that? It needs to be preserved that way. They have been doing Tales crossover projects. I mean, yes, but what I'm saying is, like, since this is the 30th anniversary, they're going to be having, like, big announcements, and I know that part of the anniversary is that they're wanting to do a lot of, like, remasters and remakes of things. And so, the fact that one of the Fantasia voice actors is going to be there makes me think that they're going to tease something related to Fantasia, and it makes sense to be Fantasia. And I'm excited, and I'm nervous. I don't know if I'll do a stream reacting to that, because it's a JP stream, which means I'd be streaming at, like, ass o'clock in the morning. I don't think I'll do a streamed reaction, but maybe I will. I think that's not until next week, though. I think. They haven't put up a waiting room yet. Or did they? I have no idea. Watch them remaster Tales of Symphonia 1 and 2 again. If they make 2 better somehow, if they give it the Final Fantasy VII treatment and they just rewrite Symphonia 2, maybe I would be excited. The real ones might be awake for that, honestly. True. When is Ass O'Clock asking for a friend? Let me see if they have the waiting room up. I think they might have posted it already, and then I can just look at what it is in my time zone. Tales of... I probably should have looked this up in JP, but I didn't. No. There it is. Tales channel. Come here. When is the stream? 5 a.m. for me on the 16th, so next week. Oh god. Will I be awake at 5 a.m.? For Tales, perhaps I would be. Nope, nope. Yeah, 5 a.m. my time zone, 7 p.m. JST, if that is closer to where you are, is the time that stream would be. Maybe Tales of Fantasia will get a full anime? I don't know if I really want that, though. I'd rather them just revisit the game, because I feel like the game's been neglected for a long time. I don't really want, like, anime retellings of Tales games. I don't mind anime, but, like, I don't know. I would rather they revisit the games. Why on a Monday? Because they hate us. They hate us, me specifically. 5 a.m.? Ew. Better build yourself a pillow fort in preparation. I will be coming online, bleary-eyed, wrapped up in my blanket hoodie, holding a cushion to my chest, like, okay, guys. Okay. It's time. And then I, like, sleep for most of it. The benefit, though, is that because I understand Japanese when it's spoken, I can probably loosely translate what they discuss. Loosely. Not a bunch of it. I hope it's not one of those streams where they have, like, games and bits, because those tend to be a bit of a pain to try and loosely summarize. Imagine if they announced another gacha game like Christoria. Well, if it's like Christoria, then I think that I would be okay with it, because I really liked Christoria. It's just a shame that they shuttered it so quickly. Christoria had a good enough story that I wouldn't have minded if they made it in a Mothership title. It really should have been a Mothership title. I think the fact that they made it a crossover and also made it gacha was what killed it. But it had the potential to be a really good Mothership title. But they blew it! Anyways. Christoria was amazing, but they butchered my boy. Maybe it's a new Narikiri dungeon? You are exposing your wishful thinking. Narikiri dungeon? That would be crazy. If we're going to talk about spin-off games, can we please get a new Radiant Mythology? I want a new Radiant Mythology game. That's what I want, please. We need a new Kanono for the Kanono girls. I would be down for that. But, like, again, I'm going to reiterate, their current plans for most of the anniversary projects are focusing on remakes and remasters. I really doubt that they're going to announce something super new. Unless, I guess, it's one of the spin-off games. I guess a spin-off game, or maybe in, like, the worst-case scenario, a new gacha. But I don't think they're really going to announce too much new IP. Because they've said that they want to focus on, like, the current titles and try to, like, give them the remaster and remake treatment. My biggest dream is Legendia, but I won't be mad if they choose to focus on Fantasia as one of the next ones after Graces. We've all been saying that a lot of those, like, super older Tales games need more love. So I wouldn't be mad if they brought Fantasia to new audiences. I would actually be quite hype. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to stream my reaction. Maybe that'll just be a 5 a.m. tweet thread that you guys can read. Maybe it'll just be a 5 a.m. tweet thread. I would love a Radiant Mythology Trilogy re-release. Ooh, that'd be fun. Twitter space? I guess it could be a space, but that would also be really EP hours. I've never hosted a space before. I don't know how to do it. I don't quite understand how to do it. 200 notifications? Yes. Correct. And you don't have the right to be mad at me. Here we are to announce our new ambassador, Yuno Hanaki. This is a JP stream. They're not going to announce me on a JP stream. If I was going to be made an ambassador, then it would probably be on an English stream. But the English side doesn't really do live streams like that. At least not that I've seen. If that's the case, it'd be a fun pick-me-up reading that. You'll see me yapping. I think that'd probably be easier for me than trying to stream it super early. Maybe there will be no OniMon next week because I have to do that so early. We'll see. I contacted them on your behalf. Stop! Don't do that. Don't do that. If you ruined my chances, it's Owari. But, like, it's probably not gonna happen. They've only ever taken Kiara, and then Kiara... I mean, I don't want to say she's done nothing, but, like, in most recent years, she has done literally nothing. So I feel like even if I became a Tails ambassador, there's nothing to do. Mr. Tails of... Yeah, that's his full name. Mr. Tails of... First name Tails, last name of series. That's why you're the new ambassador. Mr. Tails of the... No, it's Mr. Tails of series. John Tails. I'm too tiny. They would want an ambassador who actually has a bigger following. Maybe when I grow big. If when I grow big. Perhaps someday. And then if it happens, I'd blow up. It's not about height! You guys suck. Gotta start drinking more milk. I drink milk every day! That's why my height is particularly fucked up! I love milk! Glug, 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 glug! And yet I don't grow tall! Milk hates me. My boons. I was gonna say my bones. My bones are fortified, but so are my boons. Anyways. They are fortified by all the milk that I drink. However, I'm not tall. So I'm suffering. You're what? My boons. Phrasing! The Buno in my bones, yeah. I don't know how to talk, sorry. But no, I have very strong bones. Very strong teeth. All of the other things that milk strengthens with calcium. But unfortunately, it did not do anything to my height. My Putin's comment. I mean, that's fair. I wouldn't say that. Because they are not fortified, they are soft and make good pillows. You do not want a fortified pillow, do you? You can bite hard? Yeah. Yeah. I want my memory foam. I see. Maybe that's a little bit too soft. I don't know if you want them that malleable. As long as I can flip it over to the cool side. If you flip it over, it's usually a warm side. I rate on a sleep number scale. My pillows tend to be softer. I also like soft pillows, but I need them to be really fluffy. I have like 4 pillows at the head of my bed, and they're like really fluffy because I need the support because I'm a side sleeper. I sleep on my arm, and I need the support so my arm doesn't die. I like my head to be slightly elevated. I've always been curious about those pillows that they make specifically for arm sleepers. I don't know how well that would work for me, though, because I also toss and turn. You a side sleeper? I try. Yes, I do usually fall asleep on my side. I get all curled up, and I think I usually fall asleep on my left side, sometimes on my right. But I don't usually sleep on my back, and I can't sleep on my stomach. It hurts. Those ones with the tube in the middle? Yeah, basically. There's also some that are just, like, shaped differently so that it's, like, a way to hug the arm. Because I do usually sleep with my arm, like, outwards and, like, cradling my head. I like 2 pillows, one soft, one more firm to put under it. I put a firm one on the bottom, and then on the top I have to have one that's, like, really cooling, because I heat up really quickly when I sleep. I become like a furnace. And then I can't sleep like that. It's too hot. I don't know in what position I fall asleep in. I usually don't pay attention, but I did in more recent times, and I figured out which side I fell asleep on. I need a camera for sleep. I threw a whole docky last night. Somehow I wasn't even holding it to start with. I know, right? Isn't it weird how sometimes something you're not even holding gets thrown across the room? I'm just like, how did you get there? Did I do that? What kind of dream are you having? Very vivid dreams, but not the kinds of dreams you're thinking. But I do dream very vividly, and I wonder if that sort of mental exertion just makes me sweaty. The effort to have a full HD movie picture playing in my head, motion picture, for like 4 or 5 hours, however long I'm sleeping. And then I wake up sweaty, and my brain's just like, that was a good creative exercise. I will now proceed to be turned off the rest of the day. What do you think of lucid dreaming? I think it's cool. I've only done it a few times myself. Usually the minute I realize that I'm dreaming and I try to start controlling it, I usually don't stay asleep much longer. So there isn't really much I can actually do in the dream. I've never had a dream that's been fully lucid from, like, beginning to end. I usually realize in the middle or near the end, and then it very quickly wraps up before I can actually control anything. Because my brain's just like, oh, you want to try and make changes? Why are you so picky? The projector overheats, yeah, basically. It gets tired of me real quick. Dream remembers are weird. I remember like one of your tops, 2 really cool nightmares when younger, but none since. Oh, I remember like almost all my dreams. Unless it's a night where I have a truly dreamless sleep, I will pretty much remember every dream that I have. And I try to jot them down, at least like a loose summary, the minute I wake up so that I don't fully forget them. I do remember them when I wake up, but sometimes if I don't jot it down or talk about it right away, I will not remember the dream. And then it really bums me out, because the dreams are usually super cool. They're, like, really in-depth and, like, have crazy long-term story arcs going on sometimes, and I'm just like, why does this only happen when I dream? In more recent times, too, I've started having dreams in musicals, which is not something I used to do, but, like, I've literally had dreams of, like, full-on musical numbers with, like, original scores and, like, original lyrics. And then I never remember the song when I wake up. I remember the context of the dream, and I remember what the song was about, but I could not for the life of you convey it in, like, music or lyrics. And it drives me crazy. Because sometimes they're bangers. And I'm just like, I wish I could keep that. Not that I know how to compose, but at least if I remembered the melody, I could record like a da-da-da-da-da-da and send it to a composer and be like, make this, please. But unfortunately, I can't do it. Dream is writing the next big plays and you sleeping on it. Literally sleeping on it because I can't remember them when I wake up. I can, but I can't. And it sucks. Well, that's how my dreams have been looking lately. So in terms of lucid dreaming, the minute I realize I'm dreaming and I try to control it, my brain's like, no. I was telling you a story, you trying to change it means you don't like it, so you're waking up now. My brain basically doesn't like it when I try to criticize the stories it wants to tell me. Brain cannot take criticism. I guess I should say my subconscious, the part of me that's like making the dreams. She does not like critique. Mine are all survival themed and I'm starting to get worried. Uh-oh, have you been in a very stressful life situation lately? Have you been feeling pressure on all sides and an urge to escape, but you feel like you can't, so you have to fend for yourself in the middle of a very perilous situation? Haha. I feel like most of the time I get to that point, I end up falling. Ugh, falling dreams are the worst. That was one of my biggest nightmares as a kid. Hi, who are you again? Hi. Hi, I'm a dream analyst. Smile. I pay a lot of attention to dream symbolism, so I know a thing or two. Not always, but I can usually make a guess based on the general atmosphere of a dream. And certain key events do tend to mean certain aspects of things happening in life. You do believe dreams have meanings? I did a whole stream about this at one point. Background Ephemera's debut. But yes. I do believe that dreams have meaning. Not all dreams, but I do think that there are some recurring themes that tend to mirror life. I've had dreams where I clench my jaw so hard that my teeth are breaking. Teeth breaking or falling out usually means a loss of control of something. You feel like you can't, there's something in life that you can't control and you feel very helpless to stop it. I guess it's more so for teeth falling out. If I were to interpret clenching your jaw and like making it break, maybe you are making choices like so aggressively, or you feel like you are in such like a tense situation that it's just causing a lot of things to fall out of your control. And you're trying to hold on for dear life, but it's still causing things to break. Can you explain the constant raiding and people raiding my homes in the dream? Raiding your dreams is a lack of personal security. You feel like you are not in possession of your own objects. You do not feel as if, it tends to kind of mirror the idea that your existence is like, something that people can just kind of like ransack. You feel like people can easily take advantage of you. And because it's an infiltration of your home, that's like an infiltration of a sacred area. So it feels like there are people that are kind of like invading your personal space and like invading like your core in a way that you don't like, and they are taking things from you. I didn't realize the doctor was in. For the record, I'm not licensed. These are just things I like to research about dream meanings. Because my dreams are always so vivid, I'm always curious what certain images in them mean. So I tend to just remember them. A cute green Oni keeps showing up in my dreams. What does this mean? That you can't get her out of your head. You have to move on, bro. The voices. You don't got a license? Alright, hands behind your back. I can't move my hands. They move very slightly when I wiggle, but I can't put them behind my back, officer. But I promise I'm not holding a weapon. These are my pajamas. You should get licensed. There was a period of time where I thought about, like, going into therapy. I did have an era where I was, like, wanting to be a relationship therapist. I wanted to help people with relationship stuff. I don't really know if I could really go into, like, a form of therapy that isn't just dream analysis, though. And I feel like dream analysis isn't really true therapy. It's just kind of like, it could mean this, but also, I don't know. You too? Yeah! I had a period where I thought about it. Relationships, have you tried anime girls? No, I would have taken it very seriously if I did it. But, like, one of the things that deterred me was that it would be a lot of schooling, and I was not an Oni who was particularly rich, so I was like, I don't know if I could afford all that school and all the debt. But I'm a really good listener, so part of me thought that I might be a good therapist for that reason. And I was, like, super fixated on psychology for a while in school. I thought it was really neat. And I probably would have liked studying it, but it was also a lot of, like, math and science. That's the thing about those kinds of positions, is they don't tell you how much extra shit you have to learn. I want to learn the stuff that I think is interesting about the subject, not the stuff that I find uninteresting, like statistics. I don't want to study more statistics. Take me to the dream analysis classes. Sometimes dreams make sense, other times dreams look like LSD Dream Emulator. Yeah. That's why I say, like, I understand what imagery often means, but, like, I could also be wrong. There's a chance I could rattle off an interpretation and you guys would just be like, that's not true, and I'd be like, that's fair. It could also just be a random dream. But sometimes if you dream something repetitively, that often is your subconscious telling you something. You want to see your numbers before you can get to the therapy? No, but I want to do the therapy now. I don't want numbers. I'd blindly believe what you say because you sound like you know what you're saying. Oh dear. If I ever do another stream like that, I'm going to have to put big text on the screen that says, I am not licensed, do not listen to me, I'm just a yapper. I trust Yuno with all my psychology, oh god. Don't do that. I'm not licensed. Go to an actual psychologist if you feel that you need it. Please. I just like to talk out of my ass. Ah. Explodes. It's never been more over. You got a license for that? Yep, yes. I think Mimi does dream analysis too. We are pretty similar in that we both believe in tarot and we both believe in dream analysis. This one stream moment, it will change the course of my life. Oh boy. I'll go to my purple creature for the happy. I'm here to deliver the happy juice. That's me. That's what I'm here for. Now that there is no roof encompassing you both, would you do some tarot readings? Maybe. I mean, we're still kind of loosely affiliated. But I do still have my tarot cards. They're sitting in the same spot they've been since that one tarot reading I did like a year ago. But maybe we could do more streams like that. I did it once for members. Time to dust them off. Dust them off, shoo away the cobwebs. No! I mean, I'm still very in tune with my cards. The last time I used them, well, I guess besides during the members reading, I did do a personal reading, and I tend to not like doing that because my cards like to roast me harder than they roast anybody else I read. And they roasted me pretty hard again. So since then I've been like, you scared me. But I am very in tune with them for this reason, because they're very honest. I lucked out by getting a very honest deck. I feel that other tarot readers sometimes have a hard time getting decks to actually work with them as easily as mine does, even if mine is like super rude. Rude but honest. Now I really want some reading. Maybe we will do that next week. Now that we're indie, I can actually promise things that I can do the next week because I don't have any overlord telling me I can't do something. So, like, maybe we just do that next week. Have some fun tarot reading. I might use it to fund some costs for the model, so I might ask for a little bit of a donation and I will give you priority, but for the most part, I don't mind doing it for free, too. Don't fall backwards. Oh, because of the lean? No, it's just because I don't have the leaning back and forth turned off on this model. So whenever you see me rocking in my chair, she's like actually going forward and backward. Leave them for the last week of the year so you do one for next year luck. I mean, we could do both. I could do a more general one next week, and then we could do another one near the end of the year. Or at the beginning of the new year. Maybe beginning of the new year would be better. Very curious to see it. The last time I was read it was scarily accurate. I do like tarot reading. I find it to be fun. I am still a baby when it comes to analyzing meanings, but I will do my best. Yeah, we can do that next week. I'll make a note. I think I still had a... Hold on, I have to check my schedule. I think I still have an empty slot for next week. Blech. I need a new pen. Maybe I should put fancy pens on my throne, because... Lord, do I need new pens. The one that is my usual go-to is starting to run out of ink. This card symbolizes that you have been foolish. No. The cards will usually give you some pretty concrete advice. Okay, yeah, I do have some empty slots. So sick! Come here. Alright, so we'll do... I'll make a note for the tail stream as well. Tail stream. OniMon. And then do that preemptively. Can I recommend some really solid ones? They ain't fancy, but they are the best pens I've ever used. As long as they have, like, they're, like, smooth to use. I really like pens that are smooth. For lack of a better term. Smooth pens with, like, kind of small tips. I like the ones with, like, a thin, millimeter tip. Like, the one that I'm writing with right now is 0.5 millimeters. So if it's around that size of tip, that would be great. They are smooth, that's why I use them. Heck yeah. Okay. I do not mind the recommendation then. Okay. Took some notes. This is 0.7. If they come in 0.5, that would be great. I'll still take the recommendation, though. I'm willing to experiment with pens. I just realized in, like, the recent batch of pens that I bought, I did, like, a big stationery haul a little while ago. And all of the pens that I got were really thin. And I really liked that. As long as they're thin, I'll probably be happy with it. Ugh. Alright. Put all that down. Whee! Oh shit. Sorry. I just got a notification for something really cool. Shit, sorry. Shit, sorry. I just got really excited. I can't talk about it. But oh, that's really cool. Okay. I will be normal now. I'll send the 0.7, but they have 0.5 if interested. Ooh. Okay. But yeah, feel free to recommend. I can probably just change the listing to be 0.5, and it'll be no big deal. It's Busted Fellows 2? No. If it was Busted Fellows 2, I would say it out loud. Why would I be under a thing that I can't say it? Busted Fellows 2 has already been confirmed to be localized. It's just a matter of the date. I wouldn't be able to shut up if it was Busted Fellows. But this is something I cannot talk about. So, I must be hush, 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 hush. That's kind of cool. Anyways. Though I should check to make sure I don't have to do any more in a second. Alright. I had to make sure I didn't have to, like, immediately end stream to go take care of stuff, but luckily I don't. Okay. Anyways. I should probably end soonish, though. I have to get up early for something tomorrow. That's why I have the day off. I should consider ending stream soonish, because I do need to also play Nikki and make sure I don't stay up all night. Smile. It's that big. A little bit. I mean, kind of. I really wish I could talk about it. But, like, I can't. I am enforced. 5 a.m. Let's go. No, I can't do that. You can? I can, but it doesn't mean that I should. I really need to go back to having, like, a semi-normal sleep schedule. My sleep schedule has been literally abysmal. My sleep schedule has been literally bad and awful. And I need to try and get that back in order. Oh, I feel like I've heard of this brand. Pentel? Okay, the medium tip's not bad. Okay. Noted. Crazy smooth pens, I love that. We will hear about it eventually, maybe. That might have to be a members thing I discussed, though. Members, and I'd have to hold you to secrecy, as in literally holding you like, do not speak. Do not speak of it. But, like, maybe. We'll see. Maybe. Anyways. Getting held at gunpoint. Why are you guys so excited about these things? You are so silly. We get held uppies. Yeah? You wanting uppies again? You give them uppies one time and they continue to ask for it. But yeah, I do think I should try to be a good girl and get some proper sleep so that I can handle my business. And then I'll be around the rest of the week-ish. Besides that collab, which is on another person's channel. Oh yeah, if you guys don't know Eva, I've rated her a couple times, but the collab is part of her big birthday celebration. I will link you her channel so that you can become a fan of her. She's really cool. But it's for her birthday. I'll also be in like the call-in section But there's like a collab after with like other people who were there for the call-in of Gardic Phone. So that'll be on Thursday. I am not streaming Thursday because of that, but that's the same as Game Awards Day. It starts at 10:15 my time, so it'll be during the last 45 minutes of the Game Awards, if you can tear your eyes away for that. Or just put me on one screen and Game Awards on the other, whatever. And by me, I mean Eva. You should support her, she's really cool. But yeah, that is this week, if you want to check it out. Smile. But I will be around the rest of the week, and then on Eva's channel if you watch Eva. Which you should, she's super cute. Cyber Oni. She is my Oni twin. What if you put your head on the Game Awards stream so you win every prize? Yeah, do that. That works, do that. Sure. Oni's together strong. Yeah! But yeah, you can see me over there on Thursday. Other than that, I'm streaming like every day until Sunday, which is a day that I'm gonna be taking off. It'll be closer to a more normal schedule next week. It's just that like something's happening on Wednesday, even though that's a day I usually have to take off. But I made time because it's P-Cube. This is just like a weird week for streaming. Next week looks a bit more normal for like what my expected like average output will probably be. But I guess you guys won't complain about seeing more of me in more places. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for today. Thank you for joining me for another yap-filled OniMon. Eva is cool. It's cool to see you two hang out. I like her. She's neat. We've raided each other back and forth mutually a little bit. And I've watched her streams a couple of times, but this is gonna be the first time we're like properly speaking. During the call-in and then during the collab, it'll be the first time we're like properly communicating. There's some other familiar faces that'll be in the Gardic Phone collab too, so I hope you look forward to that as well. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. Or, thank you guys so much for choosing to spend time with me. I hope that you have a good rest of your time zone, and until I see you again, Yunotsu! See you Wednesday for me screaming about Pustafellows 2. It's literally so over. Goodbye.